So we're back. I haven't logged on to Elden Ring for like a good day or so. But I think we are. Yeah, okay, we're doing the Radar Festival. Had a bit of a busy day today. Is he going to start talking? Cool. There is normally. Yeah, there's a finger maiden there. She gives you a emote, I believe. She is the only finger maiden that is championless, I guess. She just heals. So yeah, busy day today. Had a little gym session. I was going to go play 18 holes of golf, but the weather's decided to rain down. So in between like going to golf and coming back from the gym, I was planning. I was doing some gardening, and then just as I was about to play, it started raining. So I thought, why not jump on a little Bonkini over here. Level 63. I'm aiming to get him to level 150 for the DLC. I think that's the recommended level. I forgot that the DLC is literally a week away, so it comes out on the 21st of June, I believe. I'm yet to purchase it. I can purchase it and will download it. It's fine, but yeah, there's no. This is the thing about Elden Ring is that the DLC is so anticipated that they don't even have to tie anyone in with like, or purchase it for a free, like level 150 character or a free sword or item and stuff, which I think is crazy because that stuff would slap. We've got this cool ass gear on, which I am a big fan of. Honestly, I probably have come across it in a. Okay, let's get that on so that we're 51 poise. We're perfectly poise capped. Is this gear is perfectly poise capped? That's brilliant. 56. So yeah, we've got the Arsenal charm on. Probably need about. Is it 85? Quick load. Let's have a look. What takes us to heavy? 57. 60 takes us to heavy. Yeah, probably need about 82, 83 quick load to wield all this. Damn, that's crazy. That's a 1.5 talisman, that's a 1.2. We'll get another talisman at some point. Yeah, I'm loving this gear. I think it's so cool. It goes with the theme of this guy. I think the Bloodhound Knight gear is a bit ugly, but that's something that we don't need to worry about. So we're going to engage with these people.
Thought I might find you here. I must admit, I was a little worried. We missed our meeting. But it looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must have heard by now, right? That Starscourge Radahn holds Rani's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way, it will spring back into motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang.
Life's so nice. He worries about you throughout the whole thing.
Once more into the fray together, eh? This might even be fun.
I think it'll be fun, bro.
Once more into the fray together.
Yeah, there we go. That's exhausted.
Welcome! The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
I wonder if Jerian, whatever his name is, I wonder if he knows about the Great Runes and how we use them. But here's our boy, big old Alex.
You came. How delightful. Indeed, I thought I might find you here. By the by, do you know for whom this festival is being held? Well, it is none other than General Radahn himself. To think, I could face a great champion of the shattering, a demigod in the flesh. Oh, gosh. In truth, I quiver at the thought. Such is his frightful repute. But the fear simply assures me the ordeal is worth undertaking. Be sure to get a good vantage, my friend. I, Iron Fist Alexander, do hereby vow to unflinchingly brave this ordeal. Be sure to get a good vantage, my...
Okay, cool. I never realised this, that the handles on the jar act as like shoulder plates for Alex. I've never realised that. The only thing I've ever really paid too much attention to with Alex is that I don't know where his eyes are. I assume these little cracks are his eyes, but I mean, we're in a fantasy make-believe world, right? Does it really matter where a jar's eyes are? I don't think it does. I apologise if you are very interested in the fast running through this game. Normally, like if I was playing through a character and I've already seen this stuff before, but I thought it might be interesting to let the dialogues play out.
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
Yeah, the reason I thought it'd be interesting for the dialogue to play out, because if someone is watching this and they just casually watching it in the background, they might want to see the dialogue without actually having to play the game themselves. Or they just might be interested in taking it slow as well. So I hope you enjoy. This is a cool cutscene.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry. O gathering of champions, the revels begin. The celebration of war. The Radahn Festival.
This guy just tried and hit me. Jesus. I think he is wielding the Zweilhander, which, I wonder if there's anyone.
You will find the field of battle past the church ahead, upon the shore under the fort. General Radahn is there, even now, divested of his wits, devouring corpses, and howling at the sky. You will find the field. General Radahn is there. Okay,
cool. Yeah, the Zweilhander is like quite a respected weapon, I think, in the old Elden Ring community. I'm not too sure, to be fair. I just, from some content creators that I watch and enjoy, they talk about it a lot as if it's like this god holy weapon, which is cool, I guess. Personally, myself, I've just finished watching a couple of really interesting videos and stuff around Elden Ring. So I know Nick Merckx is playing it at the moment, Dr. Disrespect, and also Tim Tatman. They're people that I followed in the COD days. It's quite cool to see those creators followed for a different game, doing a game that you're also interested in. By no means am I good enough to do this fight with a strength build without summoning, so if you came here expecting some godly solo of Radahn, you were wrong. It's crazy to think that this arena is literally like designed. Okay, no point summoning patches. Yeah, this arena is designed so that you know, you can like dodge his bullets and stuff quite easily with the stuff that they put there. I don't know his moveset very well at all. And to be fair as well, Radahn's gear is something that I've never really like bothered with. Oh, we got the stagger. Oh, you're joking me. Okay, if you notice, I put rock grease on. The one thing I know about Radahn is he's very weak to rock, which is, you know, more accurate, right? So you can just like do this whole this whole fight with like one dragon's breath, and then just keep your distance. I don't know how I didn't get hit there. That was pretty dope. I don't have any big foul buttons things. That was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I thought that fight would be really hard, but I think the rock grease and the summons did a lot of that. Although I think I was doing good damage. I don't know if he's weak to the greatsword. Excuse me. I made a little bit of a grave error with the uploading of these sort of streams up to YouTube. So the first thing I did is I didn't time them right. So some are like 20 minutes. Well, I think one of them is like 25 minutes. One's 40. One's an hour. One's an hour and 50. Like I just didn't time the streams right. I think it's probably best I like end the stream and then reopen the stream to get the content. And then when I uploaded them or exported them, because of the difference in size, they've gone in like a different order. So I've had to add them all to a playlist. But I think adding the videos one by one to a playlist is quite beneficial to people watching them anyway. Right, come on then, Blythe.
Ah, good. I was waiting for you. What a sick way to fight, eh? The glory of the clash is shared by Radahn and you. And did you see that afterwards? A falling star right before our eyes. I can't fathom how Radahn was holding back something of that scale. He was a living legend if ever I saw one. And the path has now been cleared. To Noklan, where Ranni's fate will be decided. Let's meet where the falling star bit the earth. We'll take up our swords once more. For Mistress Ranni.
Yeah, man.
Let's meet where the falling star and we'll go into battle again. Side by side. My only purpose is to fight for Ranni's fate, sword and fang. The curtain's rising. On the final act.
Does he know what the final act is?
Let's meet where the falling star will go into my only purpose. The curtain's right.
I feel so sorry for Blythe. Like genuinely. Yeah, Alex, my friendly friend. Big ass jar. I know what that symbol is.
Ah, hello there. It was a battle marvelously fought. You are well and truly a champion, friend. I, on the other hand, am nothing but a crock. One hit was all it took to crack me, and for my insides to come spilling out. After that, I hid like a coward. And as such, I can hardly stand to face one such as you. But don't you think I've given up just yet. As luck would have it, There's a veritable mountain of warriors' bodies right here. If I can just squeeze this bunch down inside me, I'll be a mighty warrior again in no time. And you know, the bodies found here are exceedingly fine. Who could expect any less from the very warriors who fought in the Shattering, the greatest of all wars? Just you wait and see, friend. I'll grow even stronger. Just you wait when next we meet.
I think that is at the end of his dialogue, but I'll just double check.
Bodies found here. Who could expect it? Just you wait.
Yeah, it is. It's quite cool that they included the actual cracks in his body at this stage. I don't think they were there before. But he is essentially scraping up guts and insides of humans, putting them inside himself as a massive jar, which I think is kind of weird. And the little thing I noticed is that all the swords here kind of look like Radahn's swords himself, which is pretty fun, to say the least. So that is the Radahn Festival. And we've got 94k runes from it, which I think is a bit inflated. He's not actually that many runes, is he? So then you rest, Blythe goes, and yeah, Alex is gone. So Alex's quest line is for one of the best talismans in the game, but it's so long. So Alex will be like up here somewhere. Oh no, it's here. So we'll have to, go kill that big dragon. But that's not something that you need to rush to do, because basically you need to, with Alex, you don't even need to talk to him down here. If you just do the Radahn Festival or go to there, if he stood there, that you're fine to then talk to him after, then talk to him in the volcano, then talk to him in the crumbling Farum Azula, and that's it. I don't think you need to even knock him out of the thing. We do need to go here for Nokron. I don't know whether I want to do that or go through Volcano Manor, because I haven't gone through Volcano Manor yet on this playthrough. I've got it to the point where there's only the two, so that's in Leyendell and that's Junior Haslow. So I can't kill Rykard until I've done that. I think I was getting so, consumed in doing all the other quests. Oh, speaking of quests, that basically I forgot that Volcano Manor was something that we kind of need to go through, because the Royal Knight's Resolve is there, and if I'm going to pick up the Giant Crusher probably in the next hour or two, depending on what I do and when. I wonder why. Because I need to talk to Jeriden. So I wonder why that teleports you there. Oh, is this a case of I should have... Yeah, the Finger Maiden's there. Okay, cool. What I didn't want to do is basically die to the Miss Begotten and the... She just bows. She doesn't talk to you. Respectful. I didn't want to go against the Misbegotten and the Crucible Knight with 96,000 runes. I think that's now 2 levels. Okay, it's 3. It's cool.
At last, the war festival has ended. Brave champion, you have our gratitude. The celebration was spectacular. General Radahn is surely pleased. Festering with rot and crippled by madness, all he wanted was an honorable death.
This armor would be so cool in gold.
Finally, my work is done. I'm no longer bound to this fortress. I have a task in mind. Old business, you could say. You wouldn't understand. May we meet again, if the fates deign it. Brave champion. It's time I went to... May we meet again, if the...
Cool, that's Jerry. Sorted. One of the best strength int weapons in the game is here. From, yeah, okay, cool. I'm going to attempt this fight depending on how many runes I have. Flask-wise, yeah, cool, we've got a tier, that's cool. Not enough golden seeds. I like that little sort of ease change they put in. Where they highlight it when you've got enough flasks. Because for those who played the game at like launch, they never did that. And it was so annoying trying to guess when you had enough seeds, flasks and stuff. And like, obviously the first time you get the seeds, you kind of know that one is enough to upgrade it, and then you pick one up and you're, oh cool, I can get another flask. And you can't because it's increased to 2, and then you don't know when it increases to 3. Right, so we've got health up to 35, which is what we wanted. Endurance is going to have to fly up to probably about 25, 26. Can't remember. Endurance, like, sort of goes up in a weird, like, numerical way. Yeah, we've got 67 equip load, and we've got a rune on as well, so that's 20... Jeez, that's plus 5, so that's 27 for 67. I'm going to need, like, 30. Probably. To wield all this weapon. Jeez, I might have to rethink this class. I might not be able to go with the faith that I wanted. Yeah, you need 10 faith there, and the spells are different. Right, let's give these guys a go. I feel like the Misbegotten just turned around then for me. I forgot that about Crucible Knights, is that they basically bait out rolls. The first time I fought this guy, I watched a video on how to defeat him, because basically he was, was blocking at the time I was a caster. Jesus, I'm gonna get my ass kicked here. And it was like telling me that I had to learn to parry to beat him. I'm so god awful at parrying, as you can tell by my god awful time-minute rolling here. But I mean, oh god. But fair play to anyone that can parry. It's I thought I went a bit too early then. I'd like to know why my sword went directly through him then. That was a bit unfair. I don't think this guy is the coolest of the Crucible Knights. I think this guy's Ordobus, or based on Ordobus, right? Hurry up! That last segment then, I was probably doing the best I could do. So yeah, this is a legendary weapon. As you can see, the Rune's Greatsword is showing up like slightly yellow on the right, and in the bottom right it was like very much yellow, right? That's how you know if something is a legendary item. So this thing as well is a legendary item. I've never used a grafted blade. But it is a colossal sword. So is this. Now this, it's so annoying that this requires the int, and I think that the Ash of War also requires int scaling, and it's got 25. Oh well, that 25 FP is not that much actually, is it? But it's so cool. 16 int. What if I got 14? Have I done the Rani questline for far enough? Oh, that one doesn't boost in either. Strength and Dex. Cool. So the answer there is that I can't use it to show it, which is pretty sick. Yeah, it's so cool, man. Using this weapon, it's like the blasphemous blade, but gravity and cool. And you also feel less like you're using the blasphemous blade, which is like quite literally the best weapon in the game, like the most overpowered weapon that I've ever seen in any game. That thing is dumb. Now I would like a great shield and a spear, but that I tend to save that for faith builds, which end up running decks. Cool. So we are finished with that little. Oh, did I touch the grace? No, I didn't. We're finished with that little fight there. That is a fight that the first time I played this game, I explored this whole castle, and I finally got to that fight, and I was so gassed. And obviously, the Crucible Knights are problematic guys to fight when you are new to this game. So I struggled a lot, but I think, I think I genuinely Googled how to fight a Crucible Knight, and there was just some guy saying about parrying him, and I was like, "Oh, cool! I'll just parry," and I couldn't time it.
What is it?
Why are we so weird? Remembrance. So once again, the Colossal Sword of Radahn, I believe Starcaller Cry is based off magic damage. As you can see, it's the attack power is sort of split physical and magic, which that's fine. You need 15 int to wield it. I'm 6 int off basically because I've got a great rune on. I've never used this weapon, but I'm also never used this weapon, and this weapon is sick. But it's so heavy. Embedded with gravitational power of Scar Surge, when used alongside Radahn's spears, it becomes a true weapon. It becomes a true weapon of champions. Is that a way of basically saying it does more damage? Yeah, you can buy Radahn's spears. This gear is so heavy. That head is 7.5 and that's 17.5. I just don't understand at what point you would ever need 17.5 weight gear when the poise cap is 51. But it is such cool gear. I really like the Radahn gear. I've got a character on this account that I've basically shoved Radahn's gear on, and I think it looks so cool. Oh, okay. I don't want to waste the Smith and Stones and the seal because it scales. Quite cool. What did I come here for? Okay, cool. So that's about 3,000. That's about 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. I think I did have enough to level up, but I've just messed it up. Should we see if Neffy's still down the loo?
In this ash, it reminds me of my...
Stop talking about the Stormhawk, you stupid loser. I bet you any money I have to, like, kill Morgoth or something, that's all I'm missing. I don't care for Fear's questline at the moment. The Twinned Armour, which my guy D uses, it is not in my agenda to get that armour. If I sound very confused, it's because someone just walked past my window. And I was a bit like, what are you doing there, dude? Why are you walking past my window? I'm sure it's fine. Offer Somber Smith and Bellbearer. Okay, so we've got the 1 and 2, which is probably the most useless ones because you can buy them from EG. So let's just check time. Something I said I was going to do. We've gone half an hour, so we're halfway through this play. Now, memory stones I'm not bothered about, as you can tell. I've not got the one up here. Is it up there? Yeah, it's up there, isn't it? And I'm kind of just trying to fit a bow into the build, as it's something I've never done. But Radahn's gear is so heavy. I don't understand how you can be that in bow. That's crazy. How it can be that heavy, an arcane bow. D in dex, D in both. It's just a normal bow as well. I think the pulley bow is the one, isn't it? This is a great bow. That's probably the one to use. Pulley crossbow doesn't scale with anything. That's weird. But what I'm going to do is, before I kick off anything else, I'm going to do the mausoleum and get Radahn's swords, because this is a strength build. It's probably best I get all the strength weapons that are cool like that in case I decide I want to use it. Godfrey's axe, I don't know if that is like a good strength weapon. I heard someone saying it was either Godfrey or Godric, is it? The Elden Lord? It's either one of those. Their axes are really good. I think I genuinely don't like the look of it, and I don't know how it compares to this cool sword. So I'm not... I heard if you just do this... Oh my days, that's so much easier. Why is he not moving? Why have I not known this before? So yeah, if you hold R1 down, it damages them the whole time. That's so cool. I'm going to leave one on there. I think you have to take down like a percentage of these guys. Is like little skulls. I think they're skulls anyway. Okay? Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong, but why has it not gone down yet? They're either skulls or barnacles. Either way, you just have to get them. I didn't know that if you held R1, that makes that so much easier. Jesus. So throughout all my playthroughs, I run around those and press the... I said hold down R1, but I meant R2. I just literally like swing at them like every time, which is pretty stupid. Star Scourge. Then we're going to go grab the second thing. I believe with the grafted Godric, is it? Or Godfrey? It's one of the two. I think they just tease you with Margit, Godric, Godfrey at the start of the game to get used to all them guys, but I think I just got rid of the other two remembrances. What I think would be cool is, instead of just being like, oh, you either get their gear or get their runes, giving you the option to then like use another remembrance to duplicate another one. Maybe they could tier them so that like, you know. But then again, there's 8 mausoleums, isn't enough for you to get round. Rani's quest line is underground. Do I want to go to Nokron, or do I want to do Volcano Manor? I'm going to make an executive decision here to go through Volcano Manor, because I just think Nokron is great if you're getting the Mimic tier. I'm doing Rani's questline, but I'm not bothered about either of those things, unfortunately, for the Mimic tier. If every fight is essentially me one-shotting everything, then it's going to be pretty cool. I can't remember what was down here, but all I know is that you run and they try to jump on your head. And I'm not the biggest fan of like snakes, even though these guys aren't snakes. I know that there's a secret room here. Can't open the door. You're essentially at the door opposite the one that you can't open, basically. Volcano Man there. I hate these snails, especially the ones that breathe poison and ice at you. They're so annoying. They're not even hard to kill enemies. They're like traditionally slow, and they're not really like tanky or anything. But Jesus, I don't like them. If I put his gear on, will he leave me alone? That is also the cleanest I've ever fought that guy. I probably should have tried to backstab him, but I don't think this build is about like backstabbing and being like not gracious, but you know what I mean, like being like sneaky. I think it's probably best you just go in, bonk people on the head. The stamina turtle talisman thing, I don't know if I'm going to use that endgame because I don't feel like stamina is going to be this bad this whole time, but I mean, if it is, it is. Which is the best way to go? So there's dogs and stuff down there and a what are they called? Abductor virgins? Your weapon is not the rare one, is it? Oh god, I hate status. Oh, God. Okay, so I should have killed this guy before I killed the worm thing. I honestly get lost in these places so often. So just run up and you shouldn't roll in poison and stuff, but I mean it is absolutely fine telling people that. Because when I found that out, I was like, oh, that's cool. I won't roll in poison. Everyone rolls in poison because it's the natural instinct. That's why I wanted the Stone of Grain. It's such a cool move. It's obviously not the most powerful because this sword is dumb crazy. However, it's nice to have the option of... I feel like I can hear a scarab. Oh, I can. I did 2 damage to the scarab. I'm going to miss the scarab completely, aren't I? Oh, God. This is why I don't like the dogs. There's always 2 of them. You can't guard counter them or anything like that. There's no easy way to kill them. Like, I don't think I need to kill him. But does he have the Omen kill weapon? God. I'm trying to think, because there is a talisman in here, but I don't know if it's useful. And it's quite literally an abductor version. I'm not fighting that purely on the fact of I have enough issues with those things. Then jump. Swing. Yeah, I have enough issues with the abductors when I'm not trying a new playstyle. Why did I just drink then? I hate Albinorics. Not in the way Gideon hates them, but these guys, I think these guys are Albinorics. My first playthrough, they were just jumping on my head and everything. And they would just, yeah, and they would do this, and they would just attack you. So annoying. I don't want to go down there. Yeah, and then he's just shouting the whole time. What's the easy way to do this? I know where Raw Knight's resolve is. This is where that serpent was just stood. But, oh, there's one there. I forgot that. I said forgot. I didn't know. I swear there's a shortcut. There's like an easy way to go around. Jumping on the roofs. Right, instead of trying to speedrun it to a point where I'm literally just wasting my own time, I'm just going to go down here, because there is a way you can get down here. I hate these guys. They have stupid helmets on, they act stupid, and if they connect with you, oh my god, your head is getting ate. And the worst enemies in this game have to be the ones that like pick you up and stun you. Stop straight up the shot. Is he still alive? Brother. Oh. Remember to always touch your graces. We're going for the big heavy attacks. Is there any point in doing that? Like, A, that thing didn't stagger. If I rest now, I need to spend these runes. Yeah, A, that thing didn't stagger, and B, like, it just used up so much of my... I'm gonna go with endurance. Call me crazy. And B, yeah, it didn't do that much damage, it just used so much stamina. Is this an openable door? I think it is. This game makes you just like not believe anything. Can I just jump down? Is that alright? Cool. This is where you need to be. There, I think that's a stone sword key. Honestly, I couldn't care too much about stone sword key at this current moment in time. Just because of so many of them. My first playthrough, I jumped that wrong and ended up in this lava, and it was the worst thing ever. I didn't know any of the tricks, so I didn't know rolling basically didn't work. Turning around and spamming the dodge button was the best way to do that, and I didn't have Bloodhound Step obviously because it was my first playthrough. I did have claws with it on. I just didn't know that at the time. Because that Bloodhound's like Knight Fang guy basically gives you a pair of claws, or the claws, the Bloodhound claws, that have the Bloodhound Step on, which is pretty cool. It's one of those things that's quite easy to miss, but basically you don't have to... I'm not going down there. You don't have to kill the more than annoying Knights Cavalry to get Bloodhound Step. You just get those claws, and then I think you can't duplicate the actual war when you do that, like when you have a weapon with it on. But how easy would that be if you could just be like, oh, okay, cool. Is that just his music? Wow, okay, so it's R1 stagger. I find that quite amazing because I've not... Does he drop his gear? No. His gear is so good if you're a caster. Like a lot of my like sort of int-based builds that will use a bit of casting or you know, like will be like a spell samurai or or a full-on caster. Like literally, that gear is just so poise heavy and so light at the same time, and it also fits the theme of like being a rogue, and it doesn't look like crap. This is literally just the bridge coming up. I'm not going to waste any more time watching that. It's fine, sort of thing, but yeah, it's just the bridge coming up. Here is the issue. We do not have sleep pots. Why? Because every playthrough I go through, I just forget to pick up that stupid cookbook. So we're going to try this guy without the sleep pots. And then see where we go from there. You take so much damage as a strength play. I don't know if that when I say you, people agree with me, as if to say, you know, that is like the playstyle of a strength user. But I take so much damage as a strength user. I'm not gonna get out of the way of that, am I? This is where he turns into a nightmare. Okay. I thought the killer would stop him. Black Flame is so cool. I remember when I made a build that was essentially like based around Sasuke, one of my favorite anime characters. I say one of my favorite. I mean, I probably do like the other characters in Naruto a lot better than Sasuke, but he is pretty cool, and Naruto is a fun anime to watch. But the Black Flame looks a bit like the Amaterasu, and then you can get the Frozen Lightning and the Home Bolt, and you know that looks like sort of his like lightning stuff and his Kirin ability. Is this him being a ball? Yeah, I've rolled into that. I need to concentrate. This is killing me. Oh, Jesus, dude. Yeah, and you can get that Dragon Scale Blade from the guy in... Whoa! Repeating thrust is not a fun move to be on the end of. Dude, can you calm down? Use Light Spore. Jeez. I think I'm trying to like talk too much through fights and just like almost trying to telegraph moves and stuff, and I've never seen that move down on its own before, and I'm not really reacting the best I can, which is basically my excuse for sucking in that fight was because I'm talking, but it's quite literally just some bad. So yeah, so the Sasuke build anyway. The Black Flame looks like the Amaterasu, the bit where you like throw it all forward as well. Can't do it. All the Black Flame incantations basically look like the Amaterasu from the anime, and then you get the like sort of Frozen Lightning not Uchikatana. Yeah, well, it's a katana, isn't it? It's not an Uchikatana. And that's so cool. And you know, you do his like sort of lightning half, and then you have the Frozen Lightning incantation, which is I guess the closest you can get to his like Kirin ability because it does more damage, but obviously the Hone Bolt is probably good as well. And then you can use like the like sort of massive fireballs as well, because and like the O Flame and the Flame Catch Me and stuff like that. You know, I mean, he doesn't shoot fire out of his hands at any point in the anime, but he obviously does spit fire. Which is interesting, to say the least. That you can like almost make a build like that. Give me the weapon. Damn it. Is that where the... Am I doing myself injustice by not pressing... No, that's not. There it is. I can also hear another scarab. Huh. I wonder what that is. Scarab's underneath me, isn't it? This guy. Through this guy. Yeah, this is what I need to do. I need to press that. is this. That's probably a somber 6. I don't really care for it. Seek down. Normally says if it's a good item or not. Oh, for God's sake. I hate all armaments that, like, reduce. Is this where you're meant to go? Like, sort of like the what's it called? They're like the scarabs that reduce your, like, damage. Or like protection, I guess, and like it's like, oh yeah, you take more damage, but your Crimson Flask does more healing, or your. I hate those pieces of armor. It's obviously just personally that I don't like them, because I know some people use them. They can be quite useful in a lot of builds. This weapon is just for R1, and I'm probably not going to use the R2 much more after this. The reason I hate them is quite literally just because I don't want to take more damage for no reason. And I think that's just like probably a bit stupid, but I mean, for me, the armor shouldn't give you. It's a 5. The armor shouldn't give you like a negative effect. Like when I'm just like doing a playthrough, like normally with like a caster sorcerer build, I hate using Lusat's Glintstone Staff. It's got the best in scaling. It's also got the damage buff, and yet I just think it is the worst payoff. Jesus, am I weak to fire damage? It's not the worst payoff, but it just means that, like, I don't normally struggle with that guy, but that felt worse. Yeah, it's not the worst payoff, but I just don't feel like the 50% FP cost for, like, what is essentially a bit of damage. I think it's like 20%, 30% damage increase, right? I don't think it's worth it, because a lot of the game is just about timings and... oh god. Hit him with it. How has he caught me during the Lion's Claw? That is the coolest shit I've ever seen in my life. Come here, you. Catch me again, how about that? He actually has. This guy's ridiculous. Oh, I'm so grateful for the volcanic stone. I do want the ashes there, that's a cool little serpent dude. Jeez, if that serpent dude, like the ashes, is as good as the guy that's just, like, absolutely battered me then, I might start using him. Here we go. This is a bit of a maze here. It's crazy how little damage poison does. I have I'm so lucky there that I caught that when I did. I was a little bit distracted. I have like a character with like it's sort of like Dex Arcane based, like no faith, no no sort of anything else, and obviously it's the best way to do a class with like no strength, no in and no faith is to do a bandit. So, or you can get up to like 11 strength. I think it is. It's basically a like yeah, like a poison, rot, bleed, frost. Oh my god, I'm so glad I have this now. Right, I've got 51 poise. That shouldn't stop me from my own animation. I'm so glad I've got that. And yeah, basically the poison side of the build-up actually comes from either poison grease in the weapon, or essentially switching to the like serpent katana. Now I know the serpent katana has like, oh god, oh god, I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up. Jesus. Oh, they're not dead. I thought I killed them. I was like 100% I'd killed them. There we go. That's what we wanted. That's the only reason why we're here. And I think this is another. Oh wait, no, this is back in Volcano Manor. Okay, cool. So if you ever wondered why you can't open that door, it's that reason. So where were we with my awful storytelling of my other build? So the Serpent Blade Katana has this like juiced up version of what do you call it? Poison on it, and it's still crap. Like it still doesn't do. I need Moog Shackle or Margit Shackle. Do they both work the same?
Cheers for that.
You're welcome, mate. The reason I want that, it's quite an honest reason, is that when you're like looking for secret rooms, this thing, like, it does it for you. Slam it on the ground. So, like, if there was a secret room here, it would appear now. It's crazy. I think it's one of the best like utility things I've ever learned in this game. Yeah, I hate them guys. I didn't even mean to kill that guy. But I was so happy I did. All he's doing is screaming. Right, let's use the claw. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it's... Oh my god, I was swinging my weapon. This is what I mean, these guys are like... the worst. And Seabed Curse, cool. I think that's the only Seabed Curse that's behind a... Stone Sword Key. Might be wrong. I hate these Adopted Virgins. I hate them so much. That's why. Basically, the organic way to ride cards from there is where you saw all those like serpent things. You go to the top, you kill the mage one, and then there's a room behind him, and in that room is it's like a balcony actually, and there's a teleporter, and you literally click that and it takes you to the audience ground, or you complete Tannis quest line. I hope this is still recording. And essentially she says, do you want to see the Lord? And that's when it is. So we're at 58 minutes. I have waffled on a lot. I know most things I say in these don't really have much substance to it, but this is essentially what I'm trying to achieve by casual gameplay with just to maybe put on in the background, you know, while you play the game yourself, which is what I do, which is why I started doing this. So I'm going to cut it there, and next time when we are back, I'm going to go get that. I need to go speak to Alex at some point, and I think I don't want to commit to anything yet, but we're either going to go do Nokrom, or we're going to go into Leyendell and get the Giant's Crusher. I think Nokron's probably the best thing to do because Leyendell is quite high level. So yeah, the next episode as such is going to be Nokron, and we're going to get through that. Thanks for watching. Peace.